Okay, so we're going to talk about the shoulder joint and shoulder injuries, specifically with Bong Sao. Wing Chun, mostly the elbow is always down, right? We always have elbow down pressure. Even when we strike, we want to come back and cover the rib cage and have that protection. Sometimes we have the elbow up for Bong Sao. Okay, with Bong Sao, normally what's happened is the punch has come towards you and you've deflected the punch. So that's why the elbow is safe to be up. The rib cage is okay because the actual striking hand is on the other side. Okay? But what I've seen a lot, and you see a lot of people teach, and this is why there's so many injuries with Wing Chun in terms of Bong Sao, is people block with it. Okay, so you see a lot of people do Bong Sao. If you do Bong Sao for me, ready? And what happens is the person's punching on their arm, and that's putting a lot of pressure into the AC joint. Right? The AC joints take a lot of pressure, get inflammation, and the rotator cuff, which is the muscles that stabilize the shoulder, are all getting pushed and pulled. Right? So the rotator cuff is just a group of four muscles that come together and make a cuff. And what happens if you keep banging that, then the tendons are tearing all the time. Okay, so you see a lot of people do drills when you do Bong Sao, and they punch on a Bong Sao, and that's really putting a lot of pressure into that shoulder joint. That's not what Bong Sao is for. Bong Sao is really a free movement. So in terms of the form, people think, oh, because in the form you have a set position. The form is teaching you about structural movement, structural position. So the form shows you where is your Bong Sao. But when you use it, it can be used anywhere, depending on the pressure that's happening, depending on the angle, the movement. Bong Sao is an alive movement, so Bong Sao should be absorbing, deflecting, pressing, but not blocking. Okay, so if I'm in a position where the punch comes in, I don't want to block with my Bong Sao. There's a lot of pressure. I might get contact at some point. As soon as I get contact, I need to feel where's the pressure. Do I need to come to a tan to strike, or to kind of deflect to a bong to strike? Okay. If we're in a position where we're tight, I can use the bong to press to open someone up. And he pushes towards me, then I can delink and strike and come back in. So you can press with the Bong Sao, but the press comes from the body, which is what you see in your second form, and even in the first form. But I don't want to block with it. If I block with it, I'm taking direct pressure into the shoulder joint. And these rotator cuff muscles are going to get slowly injured, and small muscles will be tearing. And then eventually your shoulder is not going to have power, okay? And then you end up with a rotator cuff problem, which is very common. So we don't really want to block with the Bong Sao. We want to, you punch towards me? I want to deflect with the Bong Sao, so I deflect. I want to collapse, so even in a position here, you push towards me, I can collapse with a Bong Sao. Okay? If we're in a tight position, I can press and open up. Okay? But I don't want to be out here blocking. The other thing about blocking is if I punch towards me, you try to block with Bong Sao, I can just move my hands around and strike. You know, I'm not going to just punch, leave my hand there so he can do something. As soon as his hand comes up, I'm going to put my hand back or punch, right? Or I'm going to come in from here for a 1-2, right? So Bong Sao doesn't really block well. Okay? It's not a good blocking technique. Okay, it's a deflecting technique when you have bridge contacts, especially. So we have bridge contact. Now he can deflect, now I can deflect. So if you punch from here, I can deflect the position of strike, okay? But I can't block with it, okay? That's where you're going to get shoulder issues, okay? And Wing Chun, you don't really want to take full pressure on your shoulder joints. Everything should be coming through to the body.